Hey everybody, this is Jared with JC Gaming, and today I'm going to show you how to get Battle.net Launcher on your Steam Deck, specifically on your SD card. For myself, I have the 512 edition of the Steam Deck, but to be honest, I kind of got tired. I had some Steam games on the internal storage, I had some Steam games on the SD card, I had random external stuff in both places, and I just kind of I got tired of having things in a bunch of different places. So I decided to kind of reset everything. I'm keeping everything that is Steam exclusive on the internal storage, everything that is outside of Steam on the SD card. Like I said, I do have the 512 version. This works for me, but it's going to definitely be beneficial for anybody that has one of the smaller versions of the Steam Deck. In this video, I'll show you how to download and install and save the Battle.net launcher on this on the SD card, as well as I'm going to show you how to get a few games. In this video, we'll show how to do World of Warcraft and Overwatch 2. So let's go ahead and check it out. So the first thing that we want to do here is to navigate to desktop mode. Before I do move any further, I want to give a quick shout out to one of my best friends, John, who created this custom green arrow background for me. He's a great artist. He's done numerous custom art pieces for me. So if you're interested in checking out any of his stuff, I'll drop some of his socials in the description below. Now back to it. So the first thing that we want to do is open our browser of choice. From here we want to navigate to battle.net. Once on this page, we want to click the download battle.net button at the top of the page. Once this has finished downloading, we want to add this in Steam as a non-Steam game. So when we open up Steam, we're going to click Games, add a non-Steam game to Library, and click Browse. From here, I'm going to navigate to my Downloads folder, and then I'm going to change the file type to All Files. From here, I can add the file that I just downloaded and add that as my selected program. Now I want to navigate back to my Steam library and find the file that I just added. From here, before I do launch it, I want to click the Manage icon, go to Properties, Compatibility, and I'm going to force the use of Proton 7.0-6. At this point, I can click play and launch the Battle.net setup sequence and follow the necessary steps for setup. This next step is important because it's going to ask me where I want to install my Battle.net launcher. I'm planning on installing everything on my SD card, so I'm going to change this location and select my E drive. From there, I'm going to select my already created Battle.net folder. And then the last thing that I want to do is deselect the launch on startup option, then we can continue. Once the installation is complete, you will see the login pop up, but that's not something that we need to worry about just yet, so you can go ahead and close that out and we'll move to our next step. Now that the launcher has been installed to our SD card, we want to go through the same process of adding the launcher in Steam as a non-Steam game. So we'll open Steam, click Games, add a non-Steam game to our library, and click Browse. Since I added this to my SD card, I need to find that correct folder. This should be in Run, then Media, and the next folder should be the one for your SD card. From there, I can open my Battle.net folder. Then I want to change the file type to All Files. This will display my Battle.net launcher executable file, which I will then select and add as my selected program. The launcher is now in my Steam library, and I'm going to go through the same process as before prior to launching, clicking the Manage icon, navigating to Properties, Compatibility, and forcing the use of Proton 7.0-6. From here, you can go ahead and launch the launcher, Enter your login credentials, and in the next step, we'll talk about installing games directly to your SD card. Now I am logged in into the Battle.net launcher. The first game that I'm going to install is World of Warcraft. Once again, I'm planning on installing everything on my SD card, so when installing, I'm going to change this location and select my E drive, and then select my Battle.net folder. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is deselect the Create Desktop shortcut, since everything I will be doing will be going straight through the launcher. At this point, you may want to find something else to do for a little bit because this download could take a while. I'm also going to install Overwatch 2. Same process here, except that my file location is already set up to the correct folder, although you may want to double check this before installing on your end. Once again, I'm going to deselect the Create Desktop shortcut option prior to install. There are two more things I want to do before jumping into WoW. The first is downloading the Consoleport add-on. I'm going to open up a browser, navigate to curseforge.com, World of Warcraft, and search for the Consoleport add-on, which I can download from there. I'll be sure to drop the link to this in the description below. Once this is downloaded, I want to extract it to my add-ons folder. I'll open my download, right-click, and extract archive to. I now need to find my add-ons folder, which should be in Run, Media, your SD card folder, Battle.net, World of Warcraft, Retail, Interface, and Add-ons. This is where you want to extract Consoleport to. If you do not see an add-ons folder at this time, you want to log into the game once and this should fix that problem. At this point, if I navigate to my add-ons folder again, you can see that I have all appropriate Consoleport add-ons needed to play World of Warcraft on the Steam Deck. The last thing that I'm going to do before I actually start playing is I'm going to set it up to where the Battle.net launcher closes completely each time I launch a game. If I go into the launcher settings on this first app screen, I have the option of what I want to do on game launch. I'm going to set this to where it just closes Battle.net out completely. This is basically just going to close out the launcher so that it's not running in the background every time that you play a game. From here, we are finally ready to jump into our games. So enough of me talking, let's check out some gameplay.
Stay focused on our mission. For the Horde! Stay sharp. Danger surrounds us. Quite the storm. Probably hit the...
Mark my words. That storm was unnatural.
My thanks. We'll find the expedition yet.
Don't let your guard down. For the Horde! You three, search for more survivors. Recruit, you and I will push forward.
So hungry.
Wansa! The Horde leaves no one behind. Don't let your guard...
Should just said you'd be coming.
She's my daughter. Nothing could keep me from her. And as a soldier of the Horde, she knows we leave no one behind.
We got ambushed by the Quillboar.
Eat first. I won't let you starve to death. We won't rest until the expedition has been found. Stay sharp. Danger surround. Recruit. Quillboar pose a far greater threat than Murlocs. You must be ready to face them in battle. Charge towards me! A warrior should always charge into combat. It gives you the rage you need to use more abilities. Slam will spend some of your rage to deal damage. You can slam as long as you have enough rage. Charge at me again to get within striking distance. Well fought. Charge will build your rage and damage your enemies. Always use it to start a fight. One more time. Charge! Enough. You're ready to fight the Quillboar. Now we rescue our brethren. stay focused on our mission.
What be on your mind? Spirits be with you.
We'll head north to see what the others have found. Once up, rest, and regain your strength before joining us.
I'll be seeing you soon then. Your daughter be right to count on you.
The Horde never abandons its soldiers. I will not abandon her.
Ah, good, you're here. The Quillbore are conducting some foul ritual. Of course, you come to me for aid. Keep yourself safe. Shurelaran. Remember the day you met me.
We move, now. Those monsters have my daughter.
Shuja? I saw no sign of her. Perhaps she evaded capture.
One can hope. She rarely acts with such caution.
I need to get closer. Our tribe will survive. Thorns take you. I return to the earth. Your blood will earn our reward.
Work harder! More magic! No sacrifice! Sacrifice for ritual. It's too far away.
Intruder! You will be our next sacrifice.
That's why I always bet on the Horde. Let's scram! You must be Warlord Brekka, Shuja's mother. She always said you'd save our hide.
We're not safe just yet. Where are the others?
No idea, but I got a way to find out. I'll be seeing you later. Pleasure doing business with you. This here's a tiny version of the Choppy Booster Mark V. Just let me enlarge it.
There they are. Get ready. with it. I'm here. Going up. Guys over. Engaging enemy combatant. Dusting off.
Bionic healing ready for use.
On the move.
Duplicating Junkrat.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
That warms the bones. My ultimate is charging.
What we with it.
There's more of them than us.
Score 0-1.
So that is how to get the Battle.net launcher and Battle.net games on your Steam Deck's SD card. This should work with most games that you can play through the Battle.net launcher. I actually had also run the Diablo 4 beta last weekend on the SD card as well. Everything seemed to work great, so I definitely hope that this video was beneficial to you all. If you thought that it was, please be sure to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot, and be sure to be on the lookout for more gaming videos coming soon. Thank you.